No one's getting diamonds. Yeah,
no,
but let's see. Has Henny been able to calm himself down? We know he wears his heart on his sleeve, and we saw the fire erupt as 5v3 squandered.
We all know how it feels when you're on map point, your teammate gets a double entry, you're kind of already visualizing like, oh God, like you're kind of almost feeling relieved before the round's even over, and then to have that turned on its head, it's acoR with some sharp shots, Phelps with an overextension, but that was last map. Let's focus on what we can control, and that is how Mirage goes down. T-start for Imperial, must-win map for Major Hopes.
GamerLegion last played this back at the RMRs against the Guild Eagles, and they won it. Highest rated player is Isaac, lowest rated player is acoR. Now, acoR found his form. Let's see if he can continue to run with it.
The site about to be exploded upon, and only acoR is within arm's reach of the site.
It's quite a retake setup, isn't it?
Yeah, he's about to be smoked off. Yeah, they're asking too much of him. Lovely movement. You can see they're pathing there, jumping, avoiding the headshots.
Keep your eyes on number 5. That's Henny. He's going to be a late piece of this. He's currently watching the flank, but he might want to come around short late, depending on how this one starts to trickle forward. Plenty of bodies up short. One through the marker will be acoR.
Kit on Isaac.
Flash and go.
Spots them. noway. Nice from acoR. He starts strong with the double. noway back. Henny still in the apps. Fighting for market. Isaac finds him. This gets uncomfortable now, despite that bomb being light on time. They're on the defuse. They're on the defuse, Henny. He can't find him in time. One more bullet into Isaac would have done it.
And we know acoR loves to make some noise. There he is again. The fact he gets 2. You see after that, Alex, he only had 2 bullets left in the chamber and 3 left over. So he had to pick up something else on the way into the site. And that's a pistol round falling in the favor of GamerLegion. Looking to run with this momentum. They're going to make it 3 from 3 in the pistol department so far in the series. You're keeping the hype rolling.
Yeah. I mean, that's composure from GamerLegion.
Oof. Peppered by Galils. You're not re-peeking that one, are you, acoR?
No, thank you.
They've already spread quite quickly down towards the face of Connector. Short boost to respond, and Phelps has found Vault. Thank you very much.
Big find. Phelps, he's been found by Isaac. Didn't really have any way out there.
Well, mid's going to be cleared. You can see Snacks flirting with the idea. But responding late to this, with the options, a flash and a molly, it is Isaac on the B bomb site, having to deal with 4. And he can flash, they can go. acoR's likely up short and Snacks on a flank. It's all going to come down to the timing. Imperial just going contact.
Isaac. He's got an opportunity to find one. The second is absurd. VINI, just as he jumps, takes the engagement, keeps him with a man advantage into the site. Henny will plant.
Have to.
It's necessary, but the victory still to be determined. Oh, he's hit the shot. noway. On the bench with 2. But still this fast flank, they're not considering it. There's a little bit of a timing window here for Snacks. Misses his opportunity out the window, looking to isolate these duels, but they're both playing around this bench side. Double swing. It's inspired. Imperial take the second round through the Galils by virtue of the plant.
Yeah, that right there, right? The fact that Isaac gets 2 and they still fumble the round, you really just have to look to noway. Some great shots. Disconnected, not retaking together. That wouldn't be the first time we've seen GamerLegion a bit disjointed. This was the Phelps opener. These are the big kills from noway on the Galil bench, back of the site, just unleashing the fury. Snacks jumping out, lost track of where both of them were. Should have known that they were both side-side, considering one was planting while noway was shooting. Force my back from the Legion. 5.7s, quite popular. An MP9, P250, and very, very light util. They will have to hope that this stack over towards the A side is the correct one. 4 bodies, it's only acoR who isn't part of the party. Henny, VINI, Phelps with the mid-control, noway, and Decent on the extremity of A. Connector and window smoke deployed. They need to rotate back. With how it currently stands, unless there's probing from VINI in towards B, it feels like they will end in towards the A stack.
Those celebrations could be cut short.
Operating blind. VINI is getting info now up short. So at least he is having a look. This is important. But he can't go down to Kios.
Oh, long range.
They're going A.
Yeah. Spotted out. No further resistance here. Volt doesn't want to be spotted, but Snacks, what's going on there? The gap was not communicated. Volt will find him at least. Isaac forced wide by the flames. They're going to start pushing in. Light on time. 30 seconds.
2 default.
Yeah, one Molotov. One Molotov, and it all comes crumbling down.
Great flash.
Great flash from acoR. Bails them out from a very awkward spot. It got hot. But with 20 seconds, it's Imperial that are bothered. They need to get that bomb in. Henny's got it on his back. Kios ready for the fight. Hard one for Volt, but with Kios on the 5-7, this is still fumbleable. Henny, 10. Henny, 9. Needs to get that bomb down.
Open side plant. acoR rotated.
Yeah. Chance covered by Decent though, and that is really hanging on by Imperial. So many ways in which that could have gone wrong.
That would have really ruined the elation of the last and reminded them of how Overpass went down if they dropped the ball there.
Whew. Yeah, no, I think for everyone's sake, that's a big sigh of relief, that force bite. Even after spotting out Kios and not having anyone else shoot him back, they ended up finishing A. Maybe it was just felt like too much of a task to get everyone resituated with the time that was available. So just an eco, nice little Zeusy action for Snacks. He's taken his towards the balcony, but this could be an SMG farming. VINI, yeah, jumps up. Mac 10 and HE combined with the AK. They do get one, but VINI finds himself 3 kills, $600 apiece. He's hearing you decent.
Don't think Snacks is getting away with this.
What about the flying strafe? Zeus.
I love how primed he looks. Like, I'm just looking at the cam.
Yeah.
So ready to get killed.
They can't find him. And he will. There we go.
Well, that was a wasted investment into the Zeus. Not even an opportunity there for Snacks, but now we will get back into the guns. Taking a look at the finances, acoR, he's managed well and will have enough for the AWP. Seeing Ash call into a timeout, so happy to let them operate as discussed in the game plan. Oh, and acoR hasn't actually bought into an AWP. He had 5,800 and he's left extra cash. Alex, there might be something direct from the CTs. They might go all in and fight. Yeah, a full mid control. They're going to jump out the window on Biff.
It's only VINI here to receive them.
This is interesting because they could have bought more util. They could have bought an AWP. There's a clear indication they want to vie for this mid control. 4 players dealing with this. Nobody over towards B.
Flash.
Steps.
Oh no, VINI! He finds one through the smoke and transfers into Isaac.
Oh, this round's done.
Yep, as easy as that.
Well, Snacks in window, Kios towards A. Finish wherever you like, essentially.
That's crazy. They send 3 towards mid. VINI's responsibility just to spot it. Never mind win the round.
Well, that's something that GamerLegion have prepped. You can just tell, again, by what they did or didn't invest into. And the sheer amount of bodies. So that's something they discussed, something that they wanted to operate with, and it hasn't landed at all. Snacks would have to go gargantuan.
He's across.
He has to get 2 more at least. At least. Yeah. And he's dead.
Nice work from Phelps.
Kills with the save. Next round, 2,900 loss. So we'll just be a partial. And then it'll be 4-1. The guns will come back out. Now there will be some upgrades into the next. I do think they will go with a standard gun round, which should facilitate an acoR AWP. And we just have to ask ourselves questions of what can Kios get up to in the next round with this A1S.
This is a map that's very well suited to Imperial's individuals as well. Yeah, I can just, in my head canon, you know, Mirage is where a lot of the Brazilians are just running around. I remember when we went to Rio, the boys were playing Face-Its, and those Brazilian players, they're all just holding W, taking the space, pre-aims off the wazoo. noway, we've already seen what he's up to. VINI seems comfortable here as well. This is their domain now, and it's starting to look and feel like it as well. Taking a look, 15 maps played, a whole lot of wins, taken down, yeah, good God, it's a lot of Brazilian opponents.
I think the heroic matchup here at the Major is one where people turned heads, especially to look at somebody like Decent.
Yeah.
He had 30 kills in that game, and I remember watching back, they could have even won that map. So the fact that they did end up losing at 16-14 to Heroic, a team that eventually ended up going 3-0 within this stage, I think that kind of put them on the map and alerted everybody to what we might expect from this team. They run so far a win over Ent, so that was a barn burner, a 22-19 Anubis match, a 16-14 loss to Heroic on Mirage, and then a 13-7 win over Apex. That's the best of ones done. They lost to Ecstatic yesterday in a series that went the distance. So they've only played against European opponents, and Europe is considered the strongest of the regions out of the three. Obviously got sub-regions involved in that. So Imperial, they haven't had an easy run. They haven't played against any easy beats. This has been bigger names who get reps against the better Counter-Strike teams in the world. But here we are, saved M4 of acoR on the top rope. At least he was for a moment.
Oh, Snags. Tagged up, and he's hit a couple of shots here. acoR's down, opening found. Oh, and in retrieval, he's lost his life, acoR.
Arm's not long enough. Yeah, having to stay jarring there, acoR's. Understandably so, especially if they wanted to do it direct.
After he fired off that shot, though, you know, it's going to be something Imperial are very focused on. They know her save came through. Not anymore. Take that rifle away. Covering it now. Snags giving it a go, and third time's the charm. He will get away with the M4.
Phelps should hear that. So information that somebody else resides. Close A round flash. Isaac, why did you like?
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's got their own individual moves. That's lovely from noway. Save simulator for Snags.
It doesn't matter if he holds onto it with the max loss bonus. Sure, it is going to feel a little bit nicer, but at the end of the day, shouldn't make too many issues regarding the buy.
Yeah, but the 5 alive for Imperial, that's going to start getting the cash out of control. Look at this. Phelps already on 6,800, 73 for Decent. Everyone's flush for cash.
Yeah, and if all 5 stay alive, they don't need the rebuys. They'll have a couple of residuals available. It does free VINI up to call a little bit looser in some of these rounds if he'd like. Continue to try and snowball this half out of control, but a 4-round lead accrued, and they do love the BM. I respect it. It's something that I definitely get behind, the spamming of the bodies. I think you and I discussed the spray, the spam, and the teabag, the trifecta of BM.
Yeah. Just hearing that from Snags' POV, like, what is he shooting at?
You know what would bother me even more if I was an Imperial fan?
Go on.
Is if you end up just blowing them out of the server on Mirage, knowing that you probably should have won Overpass.
Yeah. Well, don't let that thought into the minds of Imperial.
Well, these intrusive thoughts, Alex, that's what we live with.
It's true, and there's no denying that will cross their mind, especially if they keep this form up here on map 2.
Especially if they lose Nuke.
Don't. But for GamerLegion, hey, you know, Nuke, losing close games on Nuke when you're looking for a qualification to the Major initially. Up against 9 Pandas, it was that very map.
acoR's a bit sleepy again, Alex.
Was CT side Mirage, he's definitely going to have a few more options available to him.
Yeah, look, it's not as, I want to say as easy as Overpass. I don't think Overpass is easy by any stretch. But with how good teams are at this level with the utility constricting different positions of peaks, yeah, it's going to have to set himself up over towards short. noway calling through what util has been expended from the B defense. acoR being required to assist the likes of acoR. Bolt close A ramp, Snags and Isaac in combination towards middle, both on the jiggle. As Imperial in absolutely no rush. So many nades left over and still have 60 seconds left on the clock, so VINI can call whatever he'd like with all these smokes, flashes, mollies. Full belts on some. Late mid-control. Just after that 60-second mark, window obscured. Connected the same. But that's a defensive one from Snags. He wants to fight.
Oh, it is Phelps onto Snags, straight through the smoke. Should favor Snags there. Phelps just too quick.
Be split.
Yeah, Isaac, he's playing fade here, and he has caught out Phelps with a nade in his hands. That is a gift. Seizes a man advantage. keoR's in a powerful angle.
It's one.
Especially if isaac can stay alive and draw fire. Oh, now they know about keoR's. noway can get them both. If it's not for keoR's finding it.
9 seconds.
There's no time. Any. 6. Oh, and just like that, keoR's. They line up for him in pursuit of glory. No time on the clock, and a second round for GamerLegion.
Yeah, this time the stress of the seconds really coming back to hurt Imperial. But that's only the second round that they've lost so far. We mentioned all that extra cash, the splash. I wonder if there's a pace change this time round. You can see how late they were to go for mid control. But isaac, abusing that window position. Heard from some players in recent times they feel like insta windows are going out of fashion. Well, that was late window, and isaac still abuses it. Great job from him. Oh, Henny's committed. Ahead of the flames. We'll have to fight for a moment.
Yeah, good awareness from keoR's, knowing he'd got him trapped. Throws out his HE. Some significant damage. It's actually acoR's AWP. He has found a way to contribute early. Finds the opening. Takes down Phelps. Charging through the underpass. Top mid is occupied heavily by Imperial.
We see the pace change in the mid control this time round. Last time they didn't even bother looking until the 55-second mark. This time, well ahead of it. And acoR 2. And then they rejigged the setup again. This is what they were doing so well on overpass. Keep it moving.
Let's see how ready Vol is for this. Seconds. Time's becoming a bit of a factor now. You've fully committed. You've spotted it out the likely finish. You've got 3 CTs ready for you.
Yeah, and look at Snax' util. Now he blocks apartments and he has another bottle of flame. So they're just stalling out with util. This is great. This might segregate the push.
Oh dear.
27.
Sinking feeling in the stomachs of Imperial. With 5
Safe?
up against
Safe,
you. Yeah, it might be. Just from the util. Just from that beautiful combination. 2 incendiaries and a smoke grenade, and they've won the round.
Would have been completely wasted just to run in that late, not really knowing what lies on the other side. You have information that likely 2 because of the nades that were expended there.
So the only kill is acoR onto Phelps.
And that happened at, what, a minute 25?
Yeah. Counter-Strike, there's so many different ways these rounds can finish, and that's the joy. That's why we tune in every time.
Here it is. It was earlier than that.
There it is, round
minute
over.
33.
Wow. Good util usage from GamerLegion, and it is a product of Volt. Jiggling out nicely, getting that info. Henny tutting his tongue as he realizes that the round has slipped away just from that jiggle peak.
Does slightly hurt them because VINI's staying alive. He gets no loss bonus and was unable to buy extra util himself. He's had to be dropped some. So they are lighter on in a few elements.
It's a starting 3B, Chad.
Yeah, maybe the boost for acoR. Oh no, he's just going to jump up on the back of the van.
Yeah, it's very vogue right now. No, he's just out. Wow. Stretching his legs, it's decent, and noway. These boys can aim with Phelps in combination as well. Volt has got a whole lot to do. Oh, flashed as well. Spotted, should go down. Empty-handed now. Decent, a second onto Snax. Not going to be running out of time this time. Straight into the site.
Now it's GamerLegion's turn to save.
What kind of indication did they have to just start walking out dry? I'm intrigued as to what GamerLegion kind of gave them that led to that walkout, or is that just kind of an inspired...
If you use the last round as an indicator, when they went for their mid control, acoR was playing ahead of the smokes, which means that they're committed towards middle. So they've thrown mid control smokes again, but have limped out A. And in the previous 2, they only known about 1 of it, but in the previous 2, Volt's played close A ramp. So he would have been on his own in that type of environment, and he was, but this time in a more passive position. And he's very unfortunate at the triple box to get caught off by that flash. He could have had a couple of kills. Might be a couple more before this round subsides. Phelps very close to be able to rip away isaac's rifle, and acoR's would follow. So Phelps going to come through. He has extra cash. He could risk it if he'd like, but no, playing the long game. Another round with a whole lot of players surviving for both sides. 6-3 now in favor of the Brazilians. And Zach stretching, yawning. Having a chill old time. No timeout called from GamerLegion. Plenty of money for them to pick up rifles for those who perished in the previous. What's the change-up going to be? This time not 3 towards B. A missed shot from Henny on the boost.
Ooh, yeah. He's going to feel like he kind of had to get that one.
You can see his mouth moving a million miles a minute, noting it was the AWP. This is very aggressive up mid from Volt and Snacks. Full control now to constrict the movements of Imperial, but we've already seen them happy to sit back and wait. Not in too much of a rush.
Yeah, that smoke, a product of the new game. It's wide enough now to cover the whole thing. Now uncertainty on the clears. They are going to take this space back.
Maybe going to set up a run boost. No, just a flash and go. acoR's off the line, simple as that. keo's looking for info, and a good push. You see Snacks spamming. If there is anybody on the side, maybe they're lulled into a false sense of security. So if keo's keeps pushing after this, he'll call B essentially clear. That frees Snacks up for the rotation. 50 seconds, still very passive as here comes the Utah once more. Volt with a bucket load of info. They're out mid now.
Smoke top Con creates a bit of a gap. Phelps was flirting with Con. He's up now. And it's keo's aggression that finds Decent.
They should just pipe up short.
Yeah, they are looking for it. acoR and Volt both find him on the way in. VINI gone too. GamerLegion set for a 4th and doing so cleanly. There's noway with 20 seconds left.
And another save. Maybe not. Now they know where he is.
That's unfortunate. He's in trouble. Wow.
What could acoR have seen? noway couldn't see anything.
What?
Oh, okay. Well, the perspective obviously playing into that one. The Dane.
What?
We just said he was looking a little bit quiet. Well, he's been able to pick up a couple of kills, up to 4 now. Important push, and here's the clear. This gets multiple kills, one up short, as well as Phelps leaking through the smoke. So Volt and acoR profit, and here it is from acoR's perspective. Yeah, just slight
It's the arch.
view of his knee.
Yeah. Bad. It looked so funny on the X-ray. It looked like it was like miles away.
Well, if you wipe the board, GamerLegion, the final round for Imperial will be not a lot in the buy department. So they can at least leave the half with 6, and that feels mandatory. Fast towards the underpass. Maybe a window boost to follow. Setting it up for the fight, not the space.
Well, this could catch acoR off guard. How diligent is he as to the possibilities for Imperial? He did have a glance. Phelps was tucked in at the time. They'll hang around. They've got time to work with at the moment. Bombs in mid by Delpan. VINI up Con. Yeah. Boost number 2, please. Gets him on the lip.
He can always activate late. Doesn't have to be the initiator. Can capitalize on the chaos because they will be coming through connector into Snacks.
Snacks being isolated. Beautiful play from VINI. Sets himself up for success. acoR distracted. He hits the shot. Oh, he's ready for it. acoR activates. With 1 HP to spare, it's a man advantage here. Decent though, coming from behind on the ladder. How is he saved by Volt? That was a set for success. Now Henny's missed his shot. The bomb is spotted, the round is won, and GamerLegion have managed to find a recovered CT Hall. Imperial immediately call a timeout.
And they've cleaned house. It's only going to be 2 AKs available. The rest are going to be in Mac 10s or Tech 9s.
Oh dear.
And they just want to try and salvage a 7th if possible before heading into half-time. But they've had to do it the hard way, GamerLegion, going up after rifle round after rifle round. They've managed 4 out of the last 5. Remember, they won the pistol, then lost the 4, so it's been a difficult half for them. But acoR's activation, definitely a conversation. Ready for that Phelps leak. You see the chaos, it kicks off. Phelps comes through the window. acoR gets the first, pivots back, grabs the second. A huge difference maker, holding on to key real estate for GamerLegion. Here it is again. So VINI just isolating Snacks. Felt like he had a great idea of where he was. acoR pivots, isolating the angles. And this is Volt saving the day. Decent felt like he had a kill dead to rights. They're coming down the ladder. They've managed 2 Galils, an AK, and some pistols. Give yourself something, Imperial.
acoR.
Great half, wouldn't it? 7 on the T side.
Yeah, you could really work with 7, considering the way this started. but 4 of the last 5 rounds have gone GamerLegion's way. Just an upswing with a compromised buy. I see 2 smokes is all they have to work with, and a third has just been thrown out. noway picked it up and immediately going to put that to use.
It will just have to be an A play.
A little cash for Henny to throw these out. Smokes off window.
They're just faking the standard mid control. But isaac still has a lot of space, aggressive short. They can call the bluff.
Peeks with the incendiary. Decent was ready. Hard shot to hit over the flames.
They would have spotted the bomb.
Touché. He was on noway. acoR has ramp. Snax is already burrowed in deep here. They will retrieve the AK-47 just before acoR can pass that angle. He's got to keep himself agile towards the mid threat. Oh, spotted one. So one ramp, at least another towards the Palace position. They're not going to clear out. Snax, he's got to deal with sandwich. Damage onto Phelps. Isaac finds VINI. They know where 2 of them are. And now down goes the bomb. GamerLegion, they've done it here. Kios looking to equalize. Leave with 6, and they will. A 6-6 half. They won the pistol, and then a run from Imperial, but right towards the end, 3 consecutive. GamerLegion, they are within touching distance of closing this down and sending Imperial home empty-handed.
Yeah, keeping it competitive. The circumstances of this first half could have been dire. We would have been headed straight towards Nuke if Imperial had kept up those winning ways. But now, this pistol round will mean an awful lot. This half can get away from Imperial very, very quickly. They lose what would be 4 from 4 pistols. If they decide to force buy into the second of the half, they lose that. It's a full eco. Score would be 9-6. Your opponent in touching distance of that magic number.
And that's the man I want to see in this second half. Phelps. On the CT side, we saw it on overpass. Maybe, I would argue, less options for him on the CT side of Mirage, but there are options for that offensive defense that we know Phelps is grown accustomed to and comfortable. But can we see Imperial win their first pistol, chat?
For me, it's just about them avoiding any calamities. Obviously, convert the rounds that you need to, but don't give up any huge number advantages. Don't have any of these fumbles, because that will start really festering.
They're coming to VINI. Fired off a couple of warning shots. It's the support! Phelps nails it. Lovely shooting on the USP. This could be Imperial's, and should be Imperial's, first pistol round of the series.
Oh.
And they're doing so without a single frag for GamerLegion. Isaac, nothing to do.
Yeah, good time to find it, isn't it? Plenty of time on the clock, but Isaac, how are you meant to win this one? He's going to attempt to maneuver all the way around the world. Henny might hear the steps. Yeah, he's acknowledging it. I can see his little arrow. Yep, he definitely hears, yep.
Just tracking him through the wall.
Yeah, so Henny letting him know exactly where Isaac's movements are, and Isaac's going to get caught off guard. Phelps pivots out, takes him down, and all 5 staying alive. Keep in mind, very limited damage to any of the Imperial players, and the little details matter. That means you're going to get free upgrades into head armor, which is going to help with the type of buy. And they're hedging straight into M4s on a lot of their individuals. So cheaper head armor, A1S is coming out. It will limit util. Hold up a second. Did Snax just drop a Galil? Okay, he has done. Kios has been given a Galil. It's no hero AK, but you need to punch in. And the fact that they've invested with 4 A1Ss, if you get 2 to 3 kills, which, good luck, you've done an awful lot of financial impact.
Here's this. There's nothing really for Snax to do.
With a Glock?
Yeah.
It'd have to be dink, dink, dink.
Yeah, not happening.
And look at this mid setup. How are you meant to break this if you're Kios?
God, the little detail of the additional head armor by virtue of not having damage on your Kev is setup is brutal. Maybe Kios can take down noway, maybe not, as that's the threat gone, neutralized. Juggling the Galil, nice work from Isaac. He pulls the crosshair away to facilitate a vault frag. That jump spot could have been punished.
Well, one's okay.
Yeah, one something.
See if they can turn it into 2. VINI's isolated, or was for a moment, playing the smoke well.
I think Snax, I thought Snax was going to call them over to try and catch VINI. He's been aware of him for some time now, but they're actually heading in towards Phelps. A 2-man setup here, so this should just be a lovely double spray.
Well done.
Well handled. Snacks has been here the entire time. He's heard the whole thing. Now is his moment.
Come here, Vinny.
Come on. Yeah.
Vinny just wants to get a rifle. He's like, leave me alone, man.
I've got places to be.
I've got to get myself an upgrade. And he's got it.
Okay.
So they
Very happy
saved
with
all
that.
the A1Ss. Great stuff. Well, Snacks will now have to operate with probably a Tech 9. The rest of his team can get into AKs and Galils. But now what could have been a GamerLegion 9-6 very well could be an Imperial 9-6. Snacks is actually operating with a Mac 10, as you can see. A nice little financial heads-up display. Insta window.
Apparently falling out of favor. Was there any kind of explanation as to why?
I think because you can exploit it by jumping on this and spamming through with some of them, with how they land.
The HE clear, I suppose, as well.
Speaking of clear, apartments cleared. B-play, they're coming in.
They are, and keor's going to be trying to be the brute force approach. Nice trade, Volt. Takes down the threat on short. VINI trying to delay. It's good cover. Quick rotate. Henny's farm one. They've cleared the smoke. That should be acoR dead. It's nice work from VINI. Just Snacks with a Tech 9 on his opportunity here. Close quarters. VINI's going to recover the AK, make some noise. Could be caught on the timing. Snacks around the smokes. We know it can go well.
Isaac finds the plant, though. And now because it's...
Oh, he did some damage.
Too drawn out.
Yeah, no plant. No plant today. Snacks is in a lot of trouble. Taken down by Decent.
It's almost worst case scenario for the first gun round. If they're able to plant there, they have another buy. But now it just has to be a partial. Imperial, 10, right around the corner. As you mentioned, good cover from Henny. You see the defensive smoke drop out from VINI that he eventually gets to play around the HE, softening up acoR. Spams through the smoke. Those traces, hey, thanks for showing me where you are. It feels like it's back to being in a good mood for Henny.
Yeah, you got to really choose your smoke bangs and wall bangs carefully now, with the traces being even easier to track. All right, well, it's a half buy.
Really
Tech
like
9s,
B,
and they're trying to punish VINI.
At least they get the bomb down, or should.
Bolt.
Maybe
Bolt.
Oh.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. He's faked it. Right under the face with the nade. He's going to go down before he plants. That is bleak. And down goes Snacks. 10 in the bank. Imperial just 3 rounds away from taking them all the way to 3. Nuke awaits.
Okay. Well, it was a good resurgence from GamerLegion late within the first half. It'll have to be the same conversation here in the second. 4 in a row. Not a single bomb plant. However, acoR still able to don the AWP. AKs for the rest, full util, and if there's any conversation about the international squadron, and I want to make sure that we really look at the team element of GamerLegion, has to start now.
I can't believe Snacks has got the audacity to do the same call again. 3 rounds in a row. And the mid-prong's gone. No way. Takes his head off. This looks very flat. Through the smoke.
You're all dead.
He hears them. He's going to spray down at least the 2. And no scope from acoR maybe opens up the possibility for more here, as he does pre-aim for noway. Clearing out Get Right. Doesn't hit the shot. Phelps repositions. Snacks has hit the shot. This suddenly becomes doable. A 2-on-2, now 1. Henny taking down his rival AWPer. Snacks in the clutch. Knows where they both likely reside. He's not ready for this one, though. Decent just pushing in. And an 11th round for Imperial. Can't quite believe how that one came through.
They look lost, don't they, GamerLegion?
Keep coming B, I guess.
The thing is, if their entire game plan in this T side was predicated on making sure they win one of these B rounds to force the setups the way they want it, well, the half's almost over. The map is almost over. 11-6. Another round with the bomb not going down. Another opportunity that if it did, it could have resulted in a buy. Like they will have to buy anyway. So they are saying goodbye to this map. Great output from VINI. No dramas from Decent on the final. acoR coming in very late, hitting a couple of nice shots, sure.
Captain Obvious here, but also I'm noticing that a lot of the smoke clears are getting much more frequent and much more effective. We've seen multitude of them throughout our opening stage of the Copenhagen Major. Teams have had time to work it out, start to integrate it into their gameplay, becoming second nature to them. What do you make of Isaac on a scout?
I think it's a sign of the times.
Okay.
It's maybe hurry up, let's get to map 3 type of vibes.
Yeah, this is the round where Imperial are starting to think, oh, if we'd have just won overpass.
Precisely.
If we'd have just won overpass, man.
And then you'll have those thoughts if anything starts to go slightly wrong on Nuke.
Yeah.
But at least they've been able to break the seal on pistols. That's good for Imperial.
This is a different call. Contact out mid. Phelps is just going to be holding on to ladder. Any perfectly positioned will punish acoR. And there's a whole lot more where that came from. Henny has the info, has the shots, and with combination of his nade and Phelps' spray, this round is done. Mirage is done. Stick a fork in this one. 5 alive, down they go, Vault eliminated. Now this is just a very comfortable day in the office. Not so comfortable on map 1, albeit that 5v3 is still, as we said, echoing in their minds of just how close they were to finishing this in 2. But instead, a third map will be required. GamerLegion forcing them into Nuke. Imperial, it's all smiles right now. And, I mean, it has been a perfect half. Not a single threatening round. Just having a look at the recap, yeah. Most they've acquired in a round, it's been 3 kills. Imperial comfortable throughout.
They've only managed a total of 9 kills the entire second half.
Yeah. Now we get to see how the A defenders get put to work.
We don't see this one coming, do we?
Need the smoke, you see what I'm saying? Snacks, however, gets across. And it's nice from Decent. noway, onto Vault. Now the bomb's gone down, but this is a very comfortable retake for Imperial if they just cross their T's, dot their I's, work together. The numbers game, fighting for CT as Phelps swings through, isolates one. Nice trade back from Kios, but needs a whole lot more where that came from, and a miss from Henny. Combined with VINI's got the spray. They've got it in the bag. A 13-6 scoreline.
11 kills in 7 rounds in the second half. GamerLegion, that is a half to forget. It was over in the blink of an eye. Quick, smart, great showing from Imperial. And the key is the fact that they've been able to turn their mental around from the first. Smiles on the faces, big giggles, big laugh.